As the world's financial regulators continue to go full steam on cryptocurrency regulation, Robert Ophel, the chairman of France's market watchdog, the AMF, and a member of the Financial Stability Board, recently discussed global cryptocurrency regulation at a virtual conference held by the Independent and Innovative Public Affairs Financial Services and Related Services Consulting for Consulting. Meanwhile, Judge Annalisa Torres just came down with a ruling following a recent motion filed by the defendants, Ripple Labs, which she denied in part and granted in part. And we're going to be talking more about that in detail through the course of this video, so sit tight, because it's going to be a bumpy ride. Thanks for watching Make Money Online. If you haven't already, consider hitting that subscribe button and turning on post notifications. We also have a crypto Discord group where we give out calls for our favorite altcoins, and you can also win special rewards for inviting your friends to the group. Links for that are in the description. The AMF chairman and second deputy governor of the Bank of France, the French central bank, stated that crypto assets were not yet seen as a financial stability threat. That is why regulators haven't been actively supervising the crypto sector until now. Moreover, Ophel emphasized that crypto is now at the top of the FSB's agenda. And in case you're wondering what the FSB means, it's an acronym for the Financial Stability Board, an international body that monitors and makes recommendations about the global financial system. However, while the FSB is only involved in providing guidelines, its members are committed to establishing regulatory frameworks in their jurisdiction without the power to make binding rules. Ophel also believes that the European Union needs a powerful watchdog for markets like the European Central Bank is for banking. Now, suppose you've been following this whole Ripple versus SEC case. You understand how these government agencies have been regulating crypto. Only this time, their flaws have been brought to light. Now they want things to move slowly, thereby hurting Ripple's business processes. In that regard, the Ripple Council submitted some documents in June 2021 to back up their claim of a fair notice defense and why they believe the SEC case, which is the amended complaint, should altogether be brought down. So what Ripple did was submit some documents to the judge supporting their case. But again, why do they think the case should be brought down? You can be sure that those documents were submitted sealed. But according to Judge Torres, after going through the said documents, these documents are going to be used for judiciary proceedings. Therefore, they cannot be sealed. However, Ripple wanted the content of those documents to remain sealed since they carry sensitive information about their specific business practices, employee issues, relationships, and issues with vendors, company procedures, and stuff that they wouldn't exactly want to get out into the public, as these documents were only meant to buttress their defense of lack of fair notice from the SEC. Even though all other requests made by Ripple to keep the documents sealed were denied, however, there is good news. The Ripple team didn't get stuck on the wrong side of the judge's rule, as the judge also granted them some time to make redactions on the documents, so to have such details like names of companies, employees, people, or vendors redacted. And all that had to be done and ready by February 17th. Considering all of that, you must be pondering whether this will hurt Ripple in their case versus the SEC. Well, that totally depends on what exactly is in those documents that Ripple wants to be sealed from the public. Of course, we all know the obvious regarding what they're trying to hide. However, we know that such businesses or companies would never want their company secrets to be revealed to the general public for whatever reason. And we know that Ripple actually submitted those documents in a bid to support their fair notice defense motion to get the SEC's initial and amended complaint brought down. The other part of the ruling was that the judge is only allowing until February 9th for Ripple to file a reply, which responds to the most recent motion that the SEC submitted. The SEC has submitted more documents to support their motion that the judge should bring down Ripple's fair defense notice. The entire crypto world is waiting to see how the lawsuit with the SEC ends. However, as we draw closer to a potential settlement date between Ripple and the SEC, experts are of the assumption that the ongoing lawsuit between the US financial regulators and the founders of the XRP coin seems exciting, as it carries with it some exciting news for enthusiasts of the Ripple coin in the coming months. Just as hinted by our very own attorney, Jeremy Hogan, and one of the Ripple community's favorite legal advisors, who constantly brings us up to speed, the lawsuit is closing. Jeremy Hogan enlightened us on several occasions when he thinks this lawsuit will come to an end, as he places his bet on the case ending this year by the latest April. And this time, his claims seem to be accurate, as they're backed by a couple of predictions from other top analysts. Furthermore, Mr. Hogan affirms that there is a very minute possibility for the case to extend further given the current circumstances. As a result, analysts and experts have continued to put forth some crazy price predictions for XRP in the long run. And so with this, the expectations that the case against Ripple will bring clarity to the whole crypto space in the US and the rest of the world is held with high esteem by not just members of the XRP community, but those of the broader crypto community, who've come to term this lawsuit as the cryptocurrency trial of the century. Following through this whole Ripple versus SEC case, you'd understand that a lot depends on the regulatory clarity that this lawsuit is set to bring to the market. But essentially, I think XRP is capable of igniting the next bull run. Given historical data from past bull cycles, especially the one from back in 2017 to 2018, we almost didn't register much until the last days of the bull season when it came off strong, recording the most significant return on investment that season. The same trend is happening in the current bull run. Still, unfortunately, XRP has failed to participate, this time with an even heavier constraint pulling the Ripple project back with the SEC lawsuit. Before the SEC lawsuit, XRP was trading as the third largest cryptocurrency out on the market and among the few coins with the most significant return on investments during the 2018 to 2018 bull cycle. And since the debut of the company in 2012 until date, Ripple Labs has partnered with virtually all of the big and successful brands within the financial sphere. More so, given the exposure brought to Ripple all thanks to the lawsuit, the Decacorn startup has entered into more partnership agreements in the past year than it has in any other year since its launch. Looking from an overview, the worst has already happened. With the SEC now holding the entire US crypto community at bay, with the markets entering into a tumult, I would say that the elongation of the ongoing lawsuit is a blessing in disguise. And suppose we do see a settlement with this lawsuit before spring of 2022, as the predictions of attorney Jeremy Hogan. In that case, we could potentially be recording the greatest return on investment yet again, as we already know from past experiences that XRP is in fact a late bloomer. With the lawsuit likely to come to an end in April, according to Jeremy Hogan, then a settlement at the start of the second quarter of 2022, when the market is expected to be rounding up its first bullish phase of the season, is perfect timing for XRP to enter into a period of explosive bullishness, as historical data indicates. Having said that, if this analysis suffices, when the bull trend for 2022 enters its maturity phase in April, which is right about the same time when the lawsuit is expected to come to a halt, rest assured we'd be seeing XRP experiencing gains, while other crypto assets will barely see growth. Thank you for watching today's video. If you enjoyed it, make sure you subscribe if you haven't already, and don't forget to turn on bell notifications. If you have any questions, drop us a comment, and we'll see you next time.
Hollywood Carson. That's how it goes. Hollywood Carson.